Hi, welcome, Gems. Thank you for joining us for yet another episode. Couple of things before we begin. First off, neither one of us are feeling particularly well. The weather, if you live in Texas, you know exactly what we're talking about right now. The weather is on crack. One day it's 40 degrees, the next day it's almost 90. So our allergies are through the roof. Yeah. But you know, we had to do this for Gems, so we gotta keep on trucking. Luckily, it's just allergies. If it was like flu or something, this wouldn't be a thing.
No, I don't think so. Nor would I be working through the New Year's and the Christmas crowd either, especially with the constant weather change. That was crazy. I think it was this past Sunday, as of recording before New Year's Eve. It was like, I think it was like 80 degrees. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go out with my, short sleeve shirt, whatever, that sort of thing. And then by the time it hit 6 p.m. that same day, my surfer's like, the tree outside is blowing really hard. Like, it was literally like this, literally tilting over. It went down to like 40 degrees.
I was going to say, like, Monday when I left for work, because it's end of month inventory for us, so I leave at 5 a.m. Yeah. It was like 40 degrees. The wind was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, luckily, my mustache covers my lips a little bit, but like my lips are so chapped. Like yesterday, they were so cracked. It looked like a mosaic at like a museum or something. It was bad.
Oh my god, that's so bad. I literally have my chapstick right here too, so I may be applying it throughout the episode. So don't mind me.
Oh my gosh. One thing I do want to say real quickly is thank you, Gems, so much. So we just released season 3, episode 1, 2 days ago. Today's the 3rd.
Oh, that's nice.
2 days ago, Mamamoo is already at 213 views. Like, thank you guys so much. Like, this video is probably going to beat out TVXQ, which has been our highest video at 244 views, and it's been out for 48 hours. Not even 48 hours. It's like 46 hours at the time of recording. Yeah.
No, I'm very surprised how many views we got for TVXQ, only because I feel like not many people know about TVXQs. I wonder if people are watching it because they're curious who like they know who TVXQ is, but like maybe like the history of it type thing.
Right.
Other than the fact that, Murata had like 5 people and suddenly there's like only 2 standing. You're like, what happened in between? But the fact that Mamamoo got so many views, it just shows that there's a lot of Mamamoo fans or people who are wanting to know who Mamamoo is. So
yeah,
I think that might be the factors of it.
So I think with both of those videos, because I did have a gem reach out to us when she followed us on IG that she's an OG Cassiopeia. Okay. And so she said that seeing us do a video on them and bringing a spotlight back into her favorite group, like, was really, like, she loved it so much. And so I think that's what we're getting with Mamamoo as well. So we have a lot of Moo-Moos because we haven't had anything in 4 years.
That's true. Yeah.
Off topic, but also not off on topic. Congratulations, Wasa. For like
that song.
That song is so good. Video is so good, and you dethroned IU for the soloist with the most perfect all kills. Like, congratulations to you.
For real. I'm sure IU is just ecstatic with that because it's so hard for solo artists to even put their name out there and make it so big to like the level of IU. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can't. And like even like Eric Nam, we love Eric Nam, but he doesn't have that big of a magnitude compared to IU whatsoever. Like he's barely holding a candle to her.
I don't think Eric has a perfect all kill, but Wasa has like over 400 or 500 now.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I just finally got around to actually listening to the song and watching the video this weekend. It's so good. Granted, I did watch the video right after watching Daesung's Handle whatever it's called.
That's like a complete 180.
It is, which was also my first official Trot song I've ever listened to. Without being like just at H-Mart and like, clearly the auntie got a hold of the music that day.
Right, exactly. I feel like we should do a Trot episode. I think you would actually enjoy it. I can show you like the old school Trots like the Ajumas would listen to because there's a good amount of Trot singers that actually performed at the Korean Music Festival way back then. And,
okay.
I mean, everyone enjoyed it. Like, even though the Korean Music Festival was mostly, catered to the K-pop fans because they had, like, UKISS, 2PM, Beast at the time, all that stuff. But then it's like, once the Trot Singers came out, everyone with their light sticks. Well, did we have light sticks back then? No. We had fans or whatever. We're just like, yeah. And all the Ajumas were standing up and you're just dancing in the boxes. It's great.
Up for it. Like, I really enjoyed Daesung's song. I've heard the AI Trot version of Mama Way, and it's not as good.
No, it's not. You need the authenticity of it.
Yeah. Which apparently Bang Chan said in a recent interview, like, the only genre they haven't done yet is Trot, so maybe we'll get Trot Stray Kids in the future.
Dude, if you do that, I would buy the heck out of it.
But I'm up for that, because I feel like we could start with, like, the OGs and then end with Daesung. Daesung.
Yeah, the one that, like, probably, like, kind of bring all together. But I mean, Daesung in general, he's, like, the comedian of the group. He's, like, the DK of the group, so I'm just saying.
It's like I said the other day in our group chat that I feel like DK, MJ, Hoshi, and all that Boy Ain't Right idols all spawned from TOP and Daesung.
Yeah, they probably did. They probably did. They're like, those are my idols, and it took it literally.
Yeah. But yes, thank you guys for the views on Mamamoo. Also on our Killing Voice episode, which a few people didn't like it. I think it's because we didn't do a real reaction video, but like we're already at like 150 views on that as well, and those videos were released within a week of each other. So
we'll do a reaction to that. I think we just like to talk in general.
Yeah. I mean, we're already 10 minutes into this introduction, so...
Well, here we go. Well, let's continue on real quick before we go off tangent. Yeah. Today is TJ's birthday! What?
Yes! Unfortunately, unlike last year, we're not together, but it's still...
But yeah, your mom was totally great. She happened to be traveling into town the day after Christmas, I believe.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, I had a big box, and shipping costs has definitely gone up, especially for the holiday season. So it all worked out. I gave your mom the huge box. I labeled them, and all that fun stuff. And then in turn, your mom also came back with goodies too. And I was like, okay, great.
Yes. Which first off, for y'all, when Christmas comes next year, Staples does a promotion where you can get custom wrapping paper really cheap. And so I have to show you what was in my box.
Here we
First
go.
off, I saved this wrapping paper specifically for this. So we have San and Sandoki.
It's so cute. I did so good with that. The wrapping paper itself, Staples. I don't know what y'all are printing on. It's amazing. It's good.
Oh, it is. Like, I was surprised, like, I X-Acto knifed it so I wouldn't rip it. And I'm like, this has so much, like, not heft, but it's firm.
It's much more thicker because like some I think I can probably give an example like this one. It's like flimsy almost, like you can kind of like tell. And I have my Mingyu one here. It's like heft. There's heft.
No, this like look, it kept its form. Like it kept its shape after I took it off.
I know. I love it. I mean, they did great, and it was only $4. You guys, $4 for a whole freaking roll, and I still have so much left over.
And then the other one, because there were two custom ones, and this guy has been staring at me on my desk since the day after Christmas. So,
salute! Oh my gosh, I love that.
All right, so I'm going to open this to see what this is. Anne has been evil anime girl laughing at me since I received it, which makes me think, oh no, because if you guys remember last year, the loaf of bread, so Anne's a menace. Ooh. My energy drink just kicked in. I was like, ooh, shaky.
Oh, right. No. He was like, You're going to X-Acto knife it again? Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh, I was going to say, did you X-Acto knifing it?
Yes. Even though Anne sent me a roll of each of these. So, to all my friends, K-pop fans or not, expect gifts to be wrapped in this stuff during 2026.
I mean, make use of it, right? Otherwise, it's just going to... sit there and collect dust.
I just cut through it, so I guess we won't X-Acto knife it anymore.
Oh, it's okay. Well, we tried. Just wrap it. Let's go. I may have taken it to a box. I don't remember. Okay, I did. Cool. Awesome. Because it was giving me issues, so.
Yeah. Throw that on the floor to clean up after the episode.
The cats are going to have fun with that.
One of them's up in the tree just staring at me right now. So we have... BSS Teleparty. I like that they have a picture of all of their pants on here.
I think they drew that themselves. I think.
I like when idols do that.
Mm-hmm. Like their interpretation of whatever it is.
But the Hui?
Are those? I think those are the PCs. The photo cards? No? Oh! That is the hand warmers. Because remember when they were promoting it last year, it was very cold, so those were hand warmers. So I think you can... I don't know if you can microwave it. I forgot what it was.
It's got instructions on the back in Hangul, and I'll use the Papago app to translate it. I was like, what the... I feel like you need to be explaining to Gems right now what I'm going through, ma'am.
Okay, so to ruin the surprise, so when Book Soksum BSS were doing their the ZBZ promotions, they obviously go to the broadcasting stations, right? So they go to NBC for the Music Core, KBS for Music Bank, SBS for Inkigayo, and you already saw it. So during the broadcasting, most idols, what they do to give back to the fans who wait out at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. to see them in the music show, do the run-throughs and all that other stuff, they give out gifts. So one of the gifts that BSS gave out was the Lego set of themselves. And I managed to get a hand of it. And I tried for so many months trying to get that. And people were selling it for like an exorbitant amount just for the Lego. But I managed to find this wonderful girl that I buy a bunch of like proxy things from her.
Yeah.
She got the whole set for like the equivalent of the price of what people were selling for just the Lego set on its own. And I got the whole set and I was like, well, I feel like that's better than the Lego set. So I got the whole set.
Thank you so much. First off, y'all look at Hoshi if I could get him in camera. Like,
oh my god,
it's a one-to-one creation of Hoshi.
Like, emoji Hoshi.
There's Sunquan and there's DK. Oh, is that the right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
wait.
it's DK there. Yeah.
Okay. But like Hoshi is a one-to-one. Like that is Hoshi.
If you don't know who even Hoshi is, that's Hoshi. You know it.
Oh, thank you so much, Anne.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hold on. Where did the photo cards go? There they go.
There. Oh yeah, I love the photo cards too. That was another like hot commodity at the time when BSS was promoting too. So
let's see. Oh, Sunquan.
What a cutie.
Aw, DK. Like, guys.
Literally
guys.
the same. It's literally the same as the Lego. Like, look at it, like 1-to-1.
Oh my god, Anne, thank you so much.
And that's why I saved her, because it's a bigger reaction than whatever I got you for Christmas.
Which, she got me some great stuff. Don't let her play herself down. First off, guys. Look at him! Or her. I mean, I guess technically it was supposed to be a girl, but they made it a boy, but Song considers it a girl still. But like...
It's it now.
It sits up there with my Jong Bear, my tiny one, which was funny, because you guys can kind of see my shelf. I redid my shelves recently.
Yeah.
And so I've got like my 17 section with Doa, my Fox Denti plush, my Carrot Bong, and then my Monster X one, because of course, you know, they're my favorite. And I've got Shonu and Ju Honey's signatures.
Signature, yeah.
With my Kubo, as well as Minho's little poet artist plush.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
And originally I just had Jongho, San, and the 18 light stick with their little plushes. Like, I feel like it's kind of bare. And then here comes Anne, like, here you go.
Yeah, when ATEEZ had that concert in Arlington, and we went to that Kung Fu Tea that had the Annie Tees pop-up type thing. I went back there. I went at a time where they were trying to get rid of stock. So some of them were discounted. So that's when I got it. So.
Oh, nice. I like that. Yeah. Nothing beats a great gift when it's on sale.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. And there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Seriously.
Oh, no.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, like, when we went to K-Pop Nara, during the Thunder promotion. I got the 2 Daikons, DK and Wanwu, for like what, 10 a piece or something.
I think so, because they were like it's 60 or 70%. It was like some exorbitant discount, and we're like, oh, you can't say no to that. Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely not. I went in there to get a Thunder album, walked out with so much stuff.
I know, but I mean, the deals were really good during that time, though. I think they were just getting rid of the older stuff because they changed the whole thing. It's like more new stock, more like concert merch now. So I don't see any Daikons anymore. Yeah.
All right. So the other thing that I got these the same day, but I was told I wasn't allowed to open them because Anne wants to see how cursed she is. So I have my CXM albums.
Here we go.
Anne, do you want to tell everyone what the curse is before I start opening?
The curse is that I fell in love with S-Cubes. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I love S-Cubes. It was great. It was confusing as fuck, but anyways. and then they were like, ooh, Mingyu and S-Cubes. I was like, wow, that's great. I have a 50% chance now of getting S-Cubes. Should be easy, right? No, all I got was Mingyus. Okay, out of every 1 S-Cubes I get 20 Mingyus.
If you guys go onto her TikTok, there's a live of her just opening her albums, and it's so many Mingyus.
It's so many Mingyus. I like try to get rid of it. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So, I mean, if you go to my BST page, I'm going to sell off all my Mingyus.
I was going to say, I don't have anything S-Coops to like rub on the album. I've given you all my S-Coop stuff.
I know. Damn. Well, heart of the cards, man. Let's go.
The heart of the card. All right, so I guess we'll start with they call this the Weverse version.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. There are so many versions now. There's Nemo, there's Platform, there's Kit.
You know, it's so hard to keep up now. Yeah. But
and then Kit has another name depending on what company it is. Like, so we'll start here.
Nemo or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up.
Here we go.
I swear. Oh, I was Mingyu. Yeah, it's Mingyu. Yeah, Mingyu is the Weverse is usually just one or the other member.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I've only got. This is my first Weverse album. I have like some Vernon photo cards from Spill the Fields, but I didn't actually get the album that they came in.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So which one next? Should I do Compact or
do Compact? Because Compact, I already got an S-Coops one, so.
Also, is it Compact the spicy one?
Yeah. So I think you'll be happy with either one, honestly.
I'm happy with whoever I get either way, because I mean, again, there's only 2 members, but
yeah, exactly. I'm sure with like the DK and Sun Kwang one, you would want more of the DK stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff, yeah.
This is glued down.
Yeah, no. A lot of people complain about this. Like, it was hard to open, and people are like, well, what the heck? It's like they glue it down.
This reminds me of Wien's Red album, where you literally have to rip a tab to get.
Oh, see, but there's no tab on that. That's the crazy part. So I was like, do you expect people to just like Hulk? Yeah, you can't save it. So, which is a shame because like, what if people want to like put on their shelves? You know.
Okay, so do this quickly because we're already at 25 minutes. So, are the photo cards the same as the photo book, or are they both in the?
No,
photo
they're
book?
different. I think they're different.
Okay. Oh, they're different. Oh. So I guess photo cards then.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh, okay. I already got that
Mingyu.
one. Got 2 of those.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Oh, great. If y'all want to scan it. Yep, okay. Already got that one. Yeah.
And you are cursed.
God damn it. Is it Mingyu also?
It's both of them on this one.
Oh, okay. So it's both versions. Okay. Or the both version. Yeah. Well, hey, you got a little bit of both. That's good.
Now, I will say I was hoping for the S-Coops in bed with the back tattoo, but I am a Mingyu boy, so
yeah. But again, like you said, you'd be happy with either one, honestly, the same side, because this compact was really good. All right, here we go.
So I kind of wish that they had done I like one 3-2-1 Pretty Woman, but I wish they had done what was the other song?
Worth It?
Worth It, yes.
Yeah.
I wish that had been the Trident track, because we got to see them perform that live in Austin.
I lost it.
One, first off, who's let S-Coops do all that jumping with his knee?
I know, that's what I
Second
said too.
Second off, like, watching them perform on, like, their comeback shows and all that, and watching them do Worth It live, like, S-Coops seemed to be happier doing that one over the other one.
Yeah. Because I'm sure with the broadcasting show, they probably had to run through it a couple times. That one, they just run it through it once and just enjoy the moment. So it's not like rehearsed. Oh, look at them cuties.
Also, can we give a shout out to 17 that ever since Eyes on You, like, gay has been the theme for all the subunits? And not in a bad way. Again, I'm LGBT, but I like the fact that, like...
You're like, I'm gay myself.
But I like the fact that, like, outside of, like, Wonwoo and Jungwon, like, Mingyu and S-Coops are clearly a couple, even if you want to throw girls at them in the video. And then, like, DK and Sungkwon is coming off as, like, I'm going through a terrible relationship, I'm gonna find you, and, like, life will have meaning again. Which I'm also not okay with, like, that trailer where it's DK's in, like, that Silent Hill-esque apartment. Like,
oh, yeah, that freaked me out.
The Walmart security videos.
I know. I love that. Also, how did Walmart allow them to do that? Because I hear lots of vloggers here in the U.S., right? I mean, they are in Hawaii. That they can't record inside of Walmart. So I don't, maybe they got permission or something. Pay the money?
It's called Hype Has Money.
It says, you know, BTS?
All right, ready?
All right. Okay, I already got like 10 of those. That's great.
I like that. That's a cute photo.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Oh, yeah, I got 10 of those too. Okay, I am cursed because I also gave you Mingyu's. I think I already have that one, actually. So, all right. Oh, and that's the unit card. Yeah.
And then, oh, okay.
Oh, I think that's just the scan. Yeah. I think S-Coops one is the, whatever version that album is that exclusive card.
I think the Mingyu is the Weverse one because it has a different back.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Anne.
You're
but
welcome.
Also, damn girl, you cursed.
I'm so cursed. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. But hey, at least I got you Mingyu's.
Yes. I love that K-pop is bringing back. Oh,
Isn't this so cute?
But I like that. Because I have an SF9 one here, right, too. I love this little, like, GameCube discs that they're bringing out.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, it reminds me of the GameCube, like, way back then. Oh, my God.
Well, at least I got the S-Coops CD.
Yeah. Maybe you can put that up on the shelf, like, have Doa hold it or something.
Well, one thing that I want to get is I want to get one of those like, open-face CD players.
Oh, yeah, the one that you kind of hang on the wall and play.
Yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool to put up there.
That would be really cool, yeah.
Especially because, when I write and stuff, I listen to music, and sometimes my my YouTube, because I have a Google Nest on my shelf, and so sometimes it'll play, like, the most unhinged stuff. Like, the other day, I was listening, and I went from, like, Girls Like Me to, like, Water, and I was like, yeah, cool. And then it was Memory of the Moon by Astro and their friends, and I was like, why would you do that to me?
Slap reality.
Right?
Dang, that's so rude.
I'll have to fix that later, because we've already hit 30 minutes and we ain't done nothing yet.
All right, cool.
I'll fix those albums later.
All right, well, let's get to the main reason of this episode, which is Red Velvet, because it's his birthday. We're doing his old girl group, other than Wonder Girls. Now it's Red Velvet.
Yes. Yeah, so I have three. I stay in a lot of groups. We discussed this, but I have three alts. I have two boy groups and one girl group. So, of course, Monster X, which, I mean,
obviously.
The second one, despite what's on my shelf, is actually not ATs and it's not 17. It's actually Astro.
Yes.
I've kind of talked recently with friends that if I had discovered Astro before Monsta X, they may have actually taken the ult spot.
Right.
But I got into them very, very late. And then, of course, Red Velvet. Red Velvet is actually the reason that I came back to K-pop. So if you listen to our first ever video, our K-pop journey video, I mentioned that like I started with Wonder Girls. Wonder Girls went on hiatus, came back as a band, and I was like,
nope.
And then I never got, and I was like, you know what? Cool. This is clearly time for me to leave. You know, this was fun.
Yeah.
And then Anne was like, but Vix, but here. And then like I got into Blackpink because their first album, I'm not a Blink. I don't support the fandom or anything like that. Like I walked away a long time ago, but that first album was gold. And Boombayah wasn't even the best track on that album. Like Whistle, Playing with Fire.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But at the same time, I wasn't like that. That started with me being like, okay, maybe I'll listen again. And then I found a Spotify playlist or Pandora, whatever I was using back in 2018. And it was like the top 50 girl group songs of the previous year.
I remember that.
And out of all of them, Ice Cream Cake came on, and I was like, damn, this is good. And I remember my roommate at the time was like, you don't even like Red Velvet Cake, so you can't like this group.
Oh, yeah, I remember that conversation. Oh, my God.
And then Anne also being like, this is kind of cute. Are you sure? Because, again, at that point, I was listening to, like, I was still in my, like, Avenged Sevenfold, 3 Days Grace, Kelly Clarkson phase.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
But this was a lot of fun to research. Like, you know, it's one thing to be a stan, like, this was this was my first ever K-pop concert. I was actually going to wear the shirt that Anne made us for that show. But that was 9 years ago. I've gained some weight. So
yeah, I found it actually, but I was just like, I ain't fitting in this, man.
Yeah, which I'll post a picture when I edit, but it's literally a black shirt and in silver glitter. She made, I think it's the Really Bad Boy or Peekaboo.
Yeah, Peekaboo is the silhouette of it.
Yeah.
And pretty much just like heat transfer onto it.
Which I still remember, which is wild that I remember this, because half the time I don't remember what I had for breakfast. That we were, I think, getting merch at the show, and this lady was like, oh my God, which stand did you get that shirt from? And Anne was like, actually, I made it myself. And like the lady thought it was like official SM merch.
Yeah, because I think I also added the dates on it. Did I add dates?
Something like that,
yeah. Yeah, I remember it, but I looked at it and I was like, if we can buy merch for it, but it's not like we can instantly change into whatever that shirt is. And also, I just want to like commemorate because that was your like first ever K-pop concert.
Yeah, and then I remember we left, and it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then you turned around and you handed me your Red Velvet light stick and goes, here, you can have this for $20. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So Red Velvet was also my first ever light stick. Unfortunately, it's up here. It's actually what that tube is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Sorry, we had some technical difficulties, guys. I moved my laptop, which has multi-USB, and it like changed all my inputs and outputs.
No.
So we're back. So yeah, that tube that's up there with all the square boxes, that's my Red Velvet light stick. It has unfortunately been retired because the top doesn't screw in as well, because it's just little hinges basically that class or whatever those things are called, where they like usually push them down and then snap them into place or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So, but I do have that. It was my first ever light stick. But this was really fun because like I didn't know the history of Red Velvet, because my first comeback was Really Bad Boy, so I missed a lot. And it seems that Red Velvet has been a scapegoat for a lot of things that happen at SM, but we'll get into all of that.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm very excited for this because I know Red Velvet, but I don't know the history of them, like training years, all that stuff. But I was definitely there for the very beginning, like when they first debuted with only 4 members, which I'm sure we'll talk more about that later on. Yeah, and I have lots of things to say about their debut song. But other than that, once they did the Ice Cream Cake, it definitely got better once they added the 5th member in it. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, it'll be interesting, like the progression of that, because I think I did fall off a little bit. Like I know their songs, but I didn't like consistently keep up with them during the years. So.
There's a period, and we'll get to that period, where like Red Velvet kind of disappeared, but they were still releasing stuff, and SM wasn't promoting them. We'll get into all of that because I'm very much the same way. I think we discussed it in the Killing Voice because a couple of their songs came up, and we were both like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing."
Yeah, exactly.
So we've discussed honorific nicknames here before. Eric Nam's the nation's boyfriend. Susie's the nation's little sister. And I don't know if Anne knew this ahead of time or not, but Park Bo-gum is the nation's little brother, which I think is the perfect title for him. And I have never seen him do anything besides little clips on YouTube. But like, from what I've seen of him, it seems to fit.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the nation's little brother. And the most recent one, I forgot which award show it was, but it has the one with the actors and actresses and the idol groups and artists as well. And he was sitting next to IU, and they did the To Us Overdrive challenge, the challenge thing. And you can see like someone's fan cam, Park Bo-gum, he has his like cell phone out, and he's just like recording all the actresses he has co-starred with, and he's like giggling. He's like, "Hey, look at my sister."
I have never seen this man in anything. I have never met this man, but I would die for this man.
You need to watch him. I think his breakthrough was Reply 1988.
Okay, that's on my list.
You should watch. Well, again, watch the one with Seo In-guk and Yoonji of A-Pink first, 1997 or 8 or something like that. Yeah. Do in the order of that.
I've also seen clips of him from his little cop drama where he's like an Olympic boxer or something, and he gets recruited. Yes. So I want to see that one, but that one I think is like an Amazon Prime only one, so I'll get to that eventually. We're getting off topic, but honorific nicknames.
Here we go.
So today we're not going to shine a spotlight on any of the mentioned idols or actors. Instead, we're going to focus on a group that has received one of Korea's highest honorific titles, Red Velvet, also known as the nation's pride. Not the nation's girl group, that's twice. The nation's pride, and we'll go through the history and how they earned that name as well. So Red Velvet debuted on August 1st, 2014. Their fandom name is Revelove, which is a combination of Rev from Red Velvet and Love. It also has a double meaning in French, where ReVe means dreams. So Revelove signifies fans who help Red Velvet's dreams come true. Their official color is pastel coral, which is what the color of their light stick is.
Yes.
Think very similar to what a lighter version of Patrick Star, I would say, is what their color is.
And that's what he goes down that route.
Well, I was looking around my desk and I have my Mira pop, and I was like, "Oh, like Mira's hair," but I'm like, "No, that's more of a hot pink."
That's a hot pink, yeah. That's true.
Anyways, while Red Velvet is known to be a 5-member group under SM Entertainment, they originally debuted as a 4-member group consisting of Irene, the leader, main rapper, lead dancer, visual center, trained under SM for 5 years and was introduced in 2013. She was featured in Henry Lau's 143 I Love You. Seulgi, main dancer and lead vocalist, trained under SM for 7 years, was first introduced in 2013 along with Irene. She was featured in Henry Lau's Fantastic.
I feel like Henry's doing a lot of things here for these girls now.
Right? But think about it. This is the SM formula, like Minho appearing in G and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. Ex-members being in the shiny music videos as well.
Yeah. I mean, JYP does it as well. Like, use your seniors to get your juniors out there. Like, Bang Chan being a zombie in the background of Twice's debut.
Yeah, that's very true.
We also have Joy, the lead vocalist and lead rapper. She trained under SM for 2 years. And then Wendy, main vocalist, also trained under SM for 2 years. So you'll notice a pattern. We've mentioned this with Shiny. We mentioned this with Girls' Generation, that even though I mentioned specific titles or positions, there's no real positions when it comes to SM artists.
Right, for sure.
Especially in Red Velvet, everyone is expected to do everything.
Yes, exactly.
Becoming the nation's pride wasn't an easy task for Red Velvet. Irene and Seulgi trained for long periods of time with no news of debut. At one point, Seulgi began to doubt herself and considered walking away from SM. There was also the immense pressure of the SM legacy. SM was known for turning out superstar groups such as TVXQ, SHINee, and EXO. They also had to contend with the fact that SM were known for their legendary girl groups, particularly Girls' Generation. Red Velvet was also the first girl group in 5 years, being preceded by FX. So they were expected to become a massive mainstream success immediately. Unfortunately for Red Velvet, their success would see more of a slow burn, and it started all the way back at their debut. Their debut was announced 3 days before the release of their single Happiness.
I remember this, yeah.
The group received minimal teaser or build-up to the debut. This was different from the treatment other seniors had received. SM usually gave new groups long and elaborate promotions prior to debut. The sudden debut left many fans and the media surprised and disappointed with the lack of anticipation. While rushed, their debut was met with immediate backlash. Their debut Happiness was a bright and poppy hit. The song itself was met with positive reactions, but the music video was met with backlash. Despite the bright and cheery concepts of the song, the video contained imagery which referenced tragic historical events, such as the bombing of Hiroshima and the 9/11 terrorist attack. The video had to be taken down and re-edited. This cost the group millions of initial views and drew negative attention right out of the gate.
Yeah, I definitely remembered that time because, like I said, I was there from the very beginning. And the fact that if we think back to when I did the Girls' Generation episode, right? Remember when I said that during the Genie album drop or whatever, they had the album cover where there was like that nosedive of the plane or whatever type thing. There was something else that has to do with like the Nazis or I forgot what I said. But anyways, the fact that SM for Girls' Generation, before it was even released, they were like, oh crap, we need to reproduce this whole album cover type thing. They fixed it. So it didn't drop out in the stores. They fixed it before it hit the stores. But now SM with Red Velvet, they released something like that. And I remember seeing that music video before it got taken down. And I was like, that cannot be the concept SM wanted to put on this new girl group.
Yeah.
And then they took it down, and then people were like, oh no, where'd it go? Because like editing videos back then was obviously not a thing, like with TikTok and all this other stuff. But people were like wanting to screenshot it and like put it on Tumblr for discussion type thing. But the fact that you took it down, they're like, oh no, where did it go? Then they re-uploaded it. They're like, well shit. Like at that point, you lost interest because you're already met with this first impression of what this girl group could be, and you're like, it's not looking good. So that might be the reason why I was so turned off by Happiness.
I of course I came in later, so I haven't seen the original video. And what we're gonna watch is, of course, the re-edited version because SM ain't playing around. Like,
no, they don't. Yeah,
and the wild thing is, and we'll actually kind of get into what caused this to be released, is that this didn't come out from a nobody group. This is one of the big three, one of the founders of K-pop that released this music video.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be bold. Just rock the world. Booyah! La 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 la. Happiness! La 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 la.
I have to say it, Irene and Seulgi have not aged a day, and it's kind of wild.
They look the same. They look the same.
And Irene and Seulgi are our age. They're only like a year or two younger than us.
It's a little different, but she was a baby back then.
Oh yeah. And Wendy and Joy have gotten older, but Irene and Seulgi would have been in their 20s already when this debuted.
Yeah. I will admit though, when they were doing the promos for Happiness, the color hair was very iconic for them, which helped differentiate like which member is who type thing, because you're big intro to this, and the fact that SM didn't do any intro like they would do with the previous groups helps a lot.
I of course have only seen one group from debut. I never saw any beforehand. But this one definitely would help me because you remember my method was always weird of like figuring out who people were. Like with Blackpink, Rosé was the girl who was always on the floor during choreography. Yeah. Jew Honey was the guy that would make gun sounds in his raps.
Yeah. Yep, that's that guy. Yeah, I just remember this whole music video sadly got so much backlash only because how they put together this video. Not the song, just one video. It's what would be the equivalent of today of too much AI.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's just so much CGI. It's less girls. It's like kind of that trippy thing. Yeah, that's where the thing would have, where the play would have just come down.
It's kind of like, it's like trying to replicate what Epic High did, but without the message behind it, you know?
Yeah. At least Epic High was seeing, or went out potentially, about the tragedies of the world type thing. At least there's a message behind it. This one is just like, again.
You took some acid and put on K-pop.
Yeah, they just put this together probably in like 10 minutes. They probably didn't take 10 minutes, and it felt like it because they're just rushing this to debut these girls so fast.
This is a very strong debut for Wendy, I'm just gonna say.
Oh yeah, I know.
Especially because she's the foreigner of the group, being from Canada.
And only less than 2 years of training too.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. For any foreigners in general.
I will say now that I'm like honed in, because you know, I've seen this video, but I'm not like honed in, like detailed. Yeah. It almost feels like a dance practice video. Like how their choreography isn't synced up and all that, which is, I'm sure, intentional, but like watching them like get into their marks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can see their eyes kind of averting to, I'm making sure I'm not hitting so-and-so or whatever. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, that was definitely, it was not my cup of tea. That, and all the reasoning that you just mentioned before we watched this music video is the reason why, because it was just a messy debut. I definitely agree with that.
Let's see. So, Happiness's debut was met with mixed reception from fans and critics. It was praised for its intense synth sound and catchy chorus, but it was also described as a mixed mash of sounds, styles, and nonsensical and average. So everything that we just said.
Literally, yeah.
It thrown together, I think is the word that Anne used.
Yeah.
Despite the mixed reviews, Happiness did moderately well on the charts. It debuted and peaked at number 5 on South Korea's Gaon Digital Chart. The topic of their odd debut continued to be brought up. Between the debut without any notice and the controversial music video, rumors started to form. Many believe that Red Velvet was used to cover up controversies at their company, mostly dating rumors for the members of Girls' Generation, and Chris Wu leaving XO and suing SM Entertainment for unfair profit distribution, lack of creative freedom, and health issues due to overwhelming work schedules.
Which would line up because before Chris Wu became a things I cannot say that I can go on for hours on end. Chris Wu, I mean, all the Chinese members in EXO at that time were treated unfairly. So Chris Wu at the time definitely did have a reason why to sue SM at the time. I will give him that. It was very unfair seeing how much the Chinese members were making compared to all the Korean members of EXO. So I'll give him that. After that, I can't defend that man no more.
Which is wild to think that here we have SM being shady again after the giant TVXQ scandal. Like,
it's a pattern. It's a pattern.
It is a pattern. Which we'll discuss later that SM has not done much better. We'll get into that later. Netizens were harsh on the group following their debut. They received comments on YouTubes and forums stating, quote unquote, forever anti-smiley face.
Aww.
Quote unquote, we need FX, not Red Velvet.
Which is true. We do need FX. How dare you, SM? I'm angry about that. Okay, once we do the FX episode, ooh, game over.
Another quote comment was, Red Velvet is going to be the only SM group that flopped. No one cares about them except Kyuhyun. Happiness was followed by their single Be Natural, which was a jazzy R&B remake of SES's song. The early shift emphasized their unique red or pop and velvet R&B dual concept, which led to some confusion among the public. Critics said that the difference in styles led them to be unsure of the group's signature style, what the group's signature style would be. Which, joke's on you guys. Despite the mixed reception, Red Velvet won Rookie of the Year award at the Golden Disc Awards after being active for only 4 months. Following their rough debut in 2014, SM decided to make a significant change to the group. In March of 2015, SM added a 16-year-old Kim Yerim, known as Yeri, to the group before their first mini album, Ice Cream Cake. Reception to Yeri's addition was mostly negative. Many OT4 fans had already formed a deep attachment to the original lineup and felt betrayed by the sudden and unexplained addition. Sudden and unexplained. Starting to get a pattern. Fans claimed that Yeri was less talented than the other members and that she didn't add anything new to the group's existing dynamic. She also received hate for her, quote, emotionless face when she was on camera. If she wasn't being bright and sunny on camera, netizens said that she had a mean face, which caused Yeri to develop a deep fear of people and cameras for a long period of time. And again, think about that, guys. She was 16 at this debut. Like, remember being 16? 16 sucks. Now imagine being thrown into a group that's already got controversy and people are sitting here tearing you down.
And then there's cameras literally on your face 24/7.
Yeah.
Like out in public.
And yes, Yeri does have a very strong face, but some of us have RBF. Like, it is what it is.
Oh my god!
Like,
I don't know if you did research for this. Just to go a little off topic, how long did Yeri even train for? Did you know, or did you look that up? Like,
I know that she was too young to debut originally, so that's why she didn't join Red Velvet originally.
So it has to be at least 2 years, also.
Yeah, she was 14. She was like 14 at debut, and they were like, "No, you're too young."
Yeah, well, there you go. Then too young.
But like, and sometimes I don't know what her IMBT is, but maybe she's an introvert. Like, for an example, the new video of San going around right now from the end of the year awards, and you can clearly tell that poor man's social battery is dead, and he wants to go home.
He's ready to bed.
And as the two. Well, I guess technically I'm the extrovert. You're introvert. You're kind of a mix between the two. Like, after a while, you do get resting bitch face because you want to go home. Like,
we sit in silence and say nothing. We'll be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Another example. There's that video of IU throwing a fit because she doesn't want to go out and perform because she wants to go home because she's tired and she's done her socialing for the day.
No, you're like, but this fans want encore. She's like,
once again, Red Velvet was the talk of being used as a distraction from ongoing allegations at SM. This would follow EXO members Luan and Tao leaving and filing lawsuits similar to Chris Wu.
That was around that time. I remember that too.
Can you tell somebody's an SM girly?
Only for Chinese members.
In spite of the negative reception to Yeri's edition, Ice Cream Crepe was an undeniable commercial and critical success that marked a turning point for Red Velvet. The EP topped the Gaon album charts, marking the group's first #1 album. The title track Ice Cream Cake earned them their very first music show win as well. The song was a punchy, sugary pop track that embraced the group's experimental, quirky, and colorful red side. The distinct sound helped them define their unique identity in K-pop. Unlike many of their peers, Red Velvet's Ice Cream Cake had 2 title tracks. As stated, Ice Cream Cake was a commercial success, solidifying their Red concept. So Red is going to be their poppy, bright, bubblegum songs. Their second, Automatic, was a slow-burning and minimal R&B track, which helped strengthen their Velvet concept. So Red Velvet has explained their name themselves. So Red is bright, it's poppy, it's colorful, whereas Velvet, think of the fabric velvet. It's very smooth. It's very soft. So if a song is very poppy, it's going to be a Red concept. If it's slow, R&B, maybe a little baby making music going on. That's going to be their Velvet concept. Yeah. I mean,
how else to put
it? It was a vast departure from their bubblegum pop debut. The track was praised for its sophistication and musical quality. Many critics called it ahead of its time, and it remains one of the group's highest-ranked songs on many critic-voted lists.
That was a really good song, and the music video for that was very minimal as well. It just showcases the girls' vocals as well as just like it's like a one-pan shot. It's just one camera moving around.
Yeah,
like one shot. It was really nice.
It's so good. And I like Ice Cream Cake, and of course, it's what got me into K-pop. But Automatic, to me, is really the better song. But I understand why they had to go with the poppy song first.
Yeah,
considering how their debut went, plus the concept that everybody was doing at the time.
Right, exactly.
Because really think about it, outside of like Red Velvet and Mamamoo, who else is really doing not just bubblegum?
Yeah, that is very true. It's very, very rare because even when Sistar was active during that time, Sistar was still leaning more towards upbeat songs than like their slower, like acoustic R&B feel type songs for sure.
It's a big slice of cake.
Yeah, for real. Like, who's gonna eat that? Like, don't do that.
I like that we went from colored hair to differentiate everyone, and then there's only 2 hair colors. Good luck.
It's like the AP all over again.
Right. I'm holding my hands to not do the choreography right now because it's so simple.
I know, right? Wendy is so good at that blonde though. I will admit.
Oh, she does.
She looks so good.
We've already discussed that Wendy is the bob queen and she's the blonde queen. I like that it's called Ice Cream Cake, but it's been ice cream and iced coffee this entire video.
Some shakes there. Like, oh my god, the seat they popped up.
It's like when you watch TVXQ and the genie thing comes up. Or Genius, whatever it was.
Yeah. You already got to tap on your age. There's like...
I will say the only issue that I have with this video is the way they style Yeri, because they're showcasing the fact that she is a 16-year-old, and I'm like, you should have, not that, they should have just not made her look like a child compared to everyone.
Oh, yeah.
But she is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. There could be another way of doing it. Maybe do braids or something. See, this is the music video that I wanted for like Happiness, where it shows more of the girls like dancing type thing, and less CGI stuff happening.
Yeah, like sure we have a giant cat, but we're also seeing what the group can do.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, if they just debuted it with Ice Cream Cake like this, it would have got much. I mean, especially if the fans come, but like. You would have a big one from the get-go, from the fan.
Yeah, I agree. Such a good song.
Cute. So good. I love that. But yeah, really funny how they didn't show much of the cake. They show the ice cream.
Right. And again, it's just the weird styling choices that they made with Yeri, because a lot of the time she looks like she's part of the group, and then other times she's in a sweater, a skirt, and has pigtails. It almost looks like she's in a school uniform, and I'm like,
yeah.
we get it. She's young. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to showcase,
really
like, make her
leaning
stick
into it.
out because, you know, she's new. But, like, I feel like that was a weird decision.
Yeah, but again,
Like,
she's
imagine
just in
if-
the group.
Like, imagine if they had put, like, Yoon Sanha or Zello in, like,
Yeah.
overalls during their debut or something. To be like, hey,
No.
look, we have a young kid in the group. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? But he's gangsta.
yeah. There ain't nothing gangster about Yoon Sanha. Let me tell you that right now. He's just a cutie patootie, like the kids would say.
Literally. Oh my gosh.
Even now, as an adult, like, again, because I haven't finished My Girlfriend is the Man. I want to finish it, but I'm waiting on my friend to want to watch it. So this time it's not my fault.
Right, yeah.
But even in that, like, he's in his mid-20s now, and he's still just a little cutie patootie.
Aww, little youngling.
Following the success of their first win, Red Velvet released their first full album, The Red. So this is right after their debut. Like, we just debuted in the last, year?
Yeah.
And we're already releasing first full-length album?
That's crazy.
Led by the chaotic funk pop single Dum Dum, this album cemented Red Velvet as the concept queens.
Mm-hmm.
The group was praised for their willingness to break away from pre-existing norms of K-pop and fully commit to the artistic style of the Red and Velvet artistry.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the only other person at this time, because we haven't gotten Blackpink yet, that I can think of would be Mamamoo, who wasn't doing what everyone else was doing at the time.
Right, exactly.
So it makes sense that we started off season 3 with these two.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Red was an overwhelming success for the group. It became Red Velvet's second project to top the Gaon album charts, and the group's first #1 on the Billboard World Album Charts in the US.
Mm-hmm.
It landed on Billboard's 10 Best K-Pop Albums of 2015, being called one of the year's most enjoyable and experimental pop LPs.
Mm.
I mean, without even reading off facts, every one of you that's watching, unless you're brand new to K-pop, you know what Dum Dum is. You've heard the song. You've heard it 100 times over. So that alone speaks to the level of success that this album achieved.
And also Dum Dum appeared on many, many K-dramas as well. The most iconic one being the Descendants of the Sun, when they were on the military base performing for the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dum Dum alone catapulted the group into the spotlight. It was named one of the top K-pop tracks of 2015 by Days Digital and was included in Billboard's list of 100 greatest girl group songs of all time.
Nice.
Girl group songs of all time, not K-pop songs. Girl groups of all time.
Yeah.
After releasing a Red album in The Red and a Velvet album in The Velvet, Red Velvet re-released their second album to include a Red and Velvet concept on the same album with Russian Roulette. Released on September 7th, 2016, despite being teased that Red Velvet would have a summer comeback. Irene would talk about the difficulties the group faced while preparing for the album on Super Junior's Kiss the Radio. She stated that it was physically and mentally tiring for the group as the comeback date kept getting postponed. This is something we'll see from SM later down the line. The title track, Russian Roulette, is a synth pop song with an arcade feel with retro 8-bit sounds. While the lyrics compare the process of winning someone's heart in a game of Russian roulette, the music video is more fun, paying visual homage to the relentless physical gags of shows like Wile E. Coyote and The Roadrunner, and Itchy and Scratchy from The Simpsons. Oh my God. The video finds humor in the members' over-the-top, cruel antics and the resulting slapstick chaos. Which I just want to say, if you don't know what Russian roulette is, I would not compare that to winning somebody's love. Like, go watch Squid Game.
Really.
Go watch Squid Games with Gong Yu. The scene where he, like, no, like,
no. You're like, that's the type
if somebody was. Want? That's like Bruno Mars's "I Would Catch a Grenade for You." Why is anybody throwing grenades at you, bro? Like,
and why would you why would you throw your hand on the blade for me? Like, how dare you?
Like, what toxic person are you going after that? Like, no.
God, people's concept of love is crazy.
Right. Like, there's got to be a line somewhere, and war crimes is kind of where I draw the line. Like, I'll put up with a lot of BS, but, like, no.
It's like that question that some girls will be asking their significant others. That's like, will you still love me if I was a worm? I do that all the time with my husband. I love to play that game. And when Grenade came on, I was like, babe, would you like catch a grenade for me? And he's like, F no. I was like, good.
Same way, I'd be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't catching no, like, no.
Running.
Like, shame on you for not telling me you got involved with the mafia or something. Like,
it's an open, honest relationship.
It is, and I'm being open and honest and saying, ew. Oh, man. Not fire.
Yeah, even the graphics for this, you can tell it's that homage to the old school cartoons.
Yeah.
From the cutscenes and stuff.
The old school PowerPoint transitions.
Mm-hmm, yeah. What they're also very good with is the the deadpan look. I just staring to your soul type of look. Look at that.
When I first saw this video, I thought they were dolls. I didn't know the concept behind it because they're giving very Stepford Wives animatronics.
Oh yeah.
I love that the choreography is always fun and goofy.
I know, right? Easy too. It's not that hard at all.
Yeah, no. Very reminiscent of Girls' Generation.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very catchy with a very catchy chorus with an easy choreography that everyone can easily follow.
Yeah. Okay, so now, oh, I thought she was gonna push the oh shoot! I was gonna say that's mean.
Imagine. During the fit.
Screws in the no! Don't do it, Irene. No! Why are you hanging around a pool that has no water in it?
Why are y'all under the bed?
Okay, this is now turning into no. What? I haven't watched this video in a long time. I do like that the SM people have learned how to use computer-generated stuff more properly instead of just being generate, give me some... well, I guess I was right.
Oh my god, Mark!
Join the victim all the time.
Oh, why? Where's all that man strength? Push that piano downstairs.
The chances of being killed by Red Velvet are low, but not. Where did you get a flintlock gun from?
Shoot hard. Hey, we're pros.
Wow, that was
Red Velvet, do we need to have a talk?
That definitely was more itchy and scratchy than Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, no, I feel like itchy. Well, because it is The Simpsons. Theirs is a little bit. You take it always a step further. They always do that.
That was poor Joy.
Oh my god.
Russian Roulette was another commercial success for the group. The album marked Red Velvet's fourth consecutive #1 on the Gaia album charts. The leading track peaking at #3. It also peaked at #2 on Billboard's World Album Charts. In Japan, it peaked at #3 on the Billboard Japan Hot Albums of the Week for September 19th, 2016. The music video was also the most viewed K-pop music video for the month of September in America.
Wow, that's interesting.
So this song, it was, I can't remember, I couldn't find the source, I wanted to quote it, but apparently this song was named by Time magazine, I think it was, or maybe W, as one of, if not the most recognizable songs in all of K-pop.
Okay.
And I know that this song is also on the ban list of songs during exams week.
Ah, because of the earworm. Yep.
Starting in 2017, Red Velvet would achieve immense domestic and international success. They released their fourth EP, Rookie, which had the title track of the same name on February 1st, 2017. While Rookie was praised for being a catchy earworm, it didn't perform well as Russian Roulette or Dum Dum, only reaching number 3 on the Gaon singles chart. Which, number 3 is still pretty impressive. Like,
pretty good, but in terms of catchiness, it was actually not as catchy if you're comparing to Russian Roulette and Dum Dum, you know, so that's kind of unfair.
I mean, you can only have consecutive success for so long.
No.
And again, you still had success, it just wasn't as big.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Though they would come back in full force with their next LP, The Red Summer. This dance pop and EDM album featured the title track Red Flavor, which has become one of the group's signature songs. It topped the Gaon album charts, and the Red Summer marked the third time the group topped Billboard's World's Album chart. At the same time, they were the K-pop girl group with the most number ones on the chart. The Red Summer comeback solidified Red Velvet as the Queens of Summer. So Red Flavor is actually one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite songs. So I remember going to see them. And they didn't play it. And I was really disappointed. I was like, oh my God, this was great, blah, 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 but they didn't play it. And then they came out, and that was their first encore song. And I remember vividly screaming, yes, at the top of my lungs, because I was so excited for this song.
Yeah, I think that was also your first exposure of the fact of like the fake outs, you know, like, have a good night. They leave, they come back, they're like, it's encore time.
And now I know, don't ever leave a K-pop concert until the lights come on. Same with a movie.
For sure.
From there, the group would release Perfect Velvet, which would feature a more mature concept with songs like Peekaboo. We all know Peekaboo. The album would receive a reissue with the Perfect Red Velvet in 2018, which would include the worldwide hit Bad Boy. Again, another song that every single person knows.
Everyone.
The album would reach number 5 on Billboard's 25 Greatest K-Pop Albums of the 2010s. It beat out Twice's Fancy You, BAP's First Sensibility, Big Bang's Alive, BTS's Wings, Epic High's Shoebox,
holy crap,
and 21's Crush.
Which all big names at the time too. That's a lot of good competition, especially with a lot of groups that literally debuted before they did.
Right. No, 100% agree. Especially because like First Sensibility by BAP has Save Me on it. Which to me is the greatest BAP song of all time, and I'm so mad that they never included it as like an actual like title track. I like that we got it in their music video for
the 1004.
1004, yeah, Angel, because it played during the dramatic scene right before the big shocking ending. Because when we did the video, you and I almost started singing "Save Me," and then it stopped, and we were like, "Damn!"
Oh. And so to hit like the peak of it, too. We're like, no. And also, Epic High Shoebox, I believe that would be one of their biggest comeback at the time, because that's when Tableau took that break from that scandal too. So that's a very big thing. And then like Big Bang's Alive was also big too, but they were already in that like coming back season, so it wasn't like it was a huge deal, but it wasn't like a huge deal, you know what I'm saying? So
now we're going to talk about possibly the biggest moment in K-pop and Red Velvet's career, marking a historic cultural exchange and a potent symbol of inter-Korean diplomacy. Red Velvet was selected on April 1st, 2018 to represent South Korea in its high-profile delegation. This groundbreaking trip was a reciprocal gesture following the performance by North Korean art troupe in South Korea during the 2018 Pyongyang Winter Olympics. Which, that Winter Olympics, guys, like, that was, those performances.
Dude, that was a year. That was literally a year.
Yeah. Its significance was undeniable. It marked the first time in over a decade that a major South Korean pop group had performed on North Korean soil. The bridge, a cultural bridge, last crossed by Baby Vox in 2003.
Yeah, it was a huge deal. It was such a huge deal.
The 4 attending members, Irene, Solgi, Wendy, and Yeri. Joy was unable to attend due to conflicts with her drama filming, which I feel like the director should have been like, oh, no. Okay, guys, we're going to take a week off. Like, we got to send Joy. Like, this is such a big deal.
No, really.
They took the stage to perform 2 of their hits, Red Flavor and Bad Boy. Their audience was composed primarily of North Korean elites and high-ranking government officials. While the atmosphere was naturally more subdued than a typical frantic K-pop concert, the performance was a profound success. The members later recall being surprised and deeply touched by the North Korean attendees who clapped loudly and offered smiles and positive responses, an uncommon display of enthusiasm that underscored the warmth of the exchange.
Mm-hmm.
The selection and subsequent success performance immediately elevated Red Velvet's status from popular entertainers to official cultural ambassadors. Their participation became one of the most talked about events of the year, demonstrating the powerful role of soft power in achieving diplomatic milestones and proving that pop culture could indeed help transcend borders and political divides. So this is how they would get their title, the Nation's Pride.
Right.
Following the event, Red Velvet would continue to release multiple EPs, including Summer Magic, including Power Up, and Cookie Jar, their first Japanese album. Closing out 2018, Red Velvet will release their 5th mini album, RBB, or Really Bad Boy, with the title track of the same name. So this would be my first official comeback with Red Velvet. During this time, Red Velvet would announce their RedMare tour. This event was their second major world tour, but their first official solo tour in North America. And their only solo tour in North America, let me just say. We're not counting SM Town.
Yeah, I'm not counting SM Town because that's a whole company thing.
The tour would see the group hit multiple stops in North America, including Los Angeles, Miami, Chicago, Dallas. It was technically Grand Prairie, but which Dallas, we were at. Yeah. They also went to Newark, Vancouver, and Toronto. Mm-hmm. During their stop in Toronto, which is Wendy's hometown, she stated that everyone she loved was there, including her family, high school friends, and even one of her teachers. It was a touching moment shared with ReVe. I remember that video. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if they had talked to somebody or like SM had reached out, but they were all like right in the front row. And so like when, so Wendy came out and she was like shocked, and like when they were doing their mints, like she just started crying because like to see all of these people in her hometown, which again, I mean, Canada usually isn't ever on the list, and it's something similar that we see with Felix and Bang Chan. Like until recently, going back to your hometown, if it's not in like Asia, Latin America, or North America, was never heard of. So like that's why we see the video of like all of Stray Kids going to visit Bang Chan's family, because they actually got to tour there. And so Bang Chan's like, I'm gonna go see my parents, and everyone was like, we're going to tag along. And then they got to see like the garage that was dedicated to them and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a sweet video. I know Hannah was mad to be there and have to show off the Bang Chan shrine.
No, she's like, I don't want it. But then like Felix's sister, she is always like, she always leans into it. She's always like, yeah, I love this. Like, and Hannah's like, but he sucks.
Right? It's kind of like when you see 17 members talk about their siblings and like half of them don't get along, and then there's like Sophie and Mingyu's sister. Like,
oh my god, he's so cool. And then who was that other member? Oh, it was Hoshi. Hoshi's like, we won't even be in the same room unless we're fighting.
Yeah, right. Like many of their peers, Red Velvet would embarked on a multi-album project. So Big Bang's Made, 4 Colors, 4 Seasons by Mamamoo, Everyday 6. So that's what we're basing this off of. To close out the decade, they began the ReVe Festival, which would see 3 mini albums that interconnected through the second half of the year. Mm-hmm. Following a theme park theme, each album was given a designated day. Day 1, 2, and 3, like theme park tickets. Because you can't go to Disney and get one ticket and expect to go as many days as you want.
No. That's a trip right there. We learned the hard way.
Yes. To the point that half of our group tapped out on day 3. They're like, no, we're not going back.
No more.
Day 1 and 2 saw an explosion of red energy from the group. Day 1 saw the title track Zimzelabim, which was quirky and experimental. Mm-hmm. Day 2 saw the track Umpah Umpah, which was bright, upbeat, and very much a retro summer anthem. Umpah Umpah is not that bad. Y'all need to quit it. Look, I understand that if... Look, I never get time to rant, okay? But Umpah Umpah's not that bad, guys. It's quirky, it's cute, it's very reminiscent of Power Up and the Red Flavor. And I love songs that throw homages back to their old songs. Like, I understand that if you're just a casual K-pop person, it may seem kind of mindless and brain rotty, but it's actually a really good song. And so is Zimzelabim. Like,
I like Zimzelabim. I like that one.
No, will I say it's the best of the 3 ReVe festivals? No. But it's a good song. Stop trashing on it. It's a good song.
I had to grab my mini tees for this moment. I was like, save me. I was like, no.
Okay.
It's like that scene from, what movie is it? Bad Boys? It's like, woo, stop.
Yeah, that's how Anyways, y'all are lucky I didn't choose that as the video for this section. I'm just saying.
But it would just be you ranting throughout the whole music video.
You're not even on camera. You go grab a snippet.
I'll make myself an avocado toast.
Day 3, or simply called the ReVe Festival finale, was the most successful of the trilogy. Unlike day 1 and 2, which were filled with an abundance of red energy, day 3 was filled with velvet energy. The title track Psycho is considered by many to be Red Velvet's magnum opus, a masterpiece that perfectly culminated their Velvet concept and the entire ReVe Festival trilogy. Written by Ejae, yes, that Ejae of Huntrix, Ejae of Golden fame, the same Ejae that was told that she was too old to debut.
Take that, SM.
SM, I'm sure SM is pissed right now.
And she aired, it's like...
Psycho is an urban dance track with a dark R&B foundation with Baroque elements. We won't get into music theory and what Baroque means, but you'll hear it when you hear the song.
Right, we'll point it out. We'll point it out.
A few moments later.
Unlike the high energy of Zimzelabim and Umpah Umpah, Psycho is more subdued and laid back. It begins with an iconic and grandiose instrument dominated by strings playing picazzo, which is plucking the strings rather than being
using the bow.
The picazzo creates a sharp, almost intense ticking sound that conveys elegance, but also a sense of tension and impending drama, common during music of the Baroque era. So I guess I was going to go into music theory for a hot second there, you guys. I wrote this script about a month and a half ago, and this is the first time I've read it.
Also, music major.
Yes, I did major in music for a very short period of time.
Yeah, there you go.
I also played the most pizzicatoed instrument in all of the strings, the bass, and let me just tell you, these sides of my fingers, you can't see it on camera. Maybe you can hear it.
Barely.
Like, that's the sound of the calluses on the side of my fingers from playing the bass for 10 years.
For sure.
I couldn't imagine trying to go back and trying to play something else and having to reform those calluses again.
Dude, I would die.
ReVe Loves are greeted with a powerhouse of vocals from Silgi and Wendy in the intro of the song, which is subdued by Joy's whispers.
Mm-hmm.
The song tells of an intense, dysfunctional relationship full of unpredictable ups and downs. The couple fight so much that they are deemed crazy in each other's eyes, yet they are inseparable and meant for each other. The song also carries the theme of reassurance and dark codependence. Ejae revealed that the song came to her after experiences with her fiancé at the time. The song is meant to convey how a breakup can make you feel like you're slowly going psycho.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't seen this music video in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
real
actually
life.
forget that it's Sogi that starts out, because you just expect the power vocals to automatically come from Wendy.
For sure.
I always wondered about that weird headband they have Irene wearing. Like, what was the point of that?
Really.
Off topic, but I think it's weird that this song became a meme, especially with the person who was like trying to sing it at the beginning and starts correcting it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just find the most randomest thing and you just lean into it as what's a meme.
Also, Wendy and that blonde again.
I know. She just looks so good with lighter hair, honestly.
And Sogi's the opposite. Like, dark hair and dark makeup works so well on her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It probably makes sense that she's the member who was perfected doing the Grudge Spirit Walk.
Oh yeah, right. I love that shot when they're in the dressing rooms with all the mirrors and stuff. The way they angle it so you can see all the members is so good.
I like that, and the like seldom pop of color that we get from it, because they're all in like the pastels.
Right, yeah. I love that song. That song's really good.
I do too. Like, I was literally still getting goosebumps from it, and that song is not new. It wasn't my first time hearing it.
Right.
But that is one of the best music videos, because you have the dark concepts of like black and white, mostly the darker makeup, which normally I don't think would work on Joy, because she's such a sunshine, such a DK, a Hoshi style
for sure.
persona. But it worked really well. I like the incorporation of modern with more vintage styles.
Yeah.
Like the collars, the
laces,
what are they called?
and
The laces,
like the gloves,
brooches. That's the word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But I also like towards the end where like each girl is kind of going through like a different form of madness almost.
Right.
Very similar to Wake Me Up when BAP, where you see the different forms of mental illness.
Right, yeah.
And then literally the last 30 seconds, where it's the euphoria of accepting that I'm insane, I'm psycho, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're going to be okay.
Right,
like,
exactly.
It definitely helps with that whole dark codependence that Ejae was trying to convey.
For sure.
The success of Psycho cannot be understated. It peaked at number 2 on the Gaon digital charts and held a top 3 spots for 3 consecutive weeks. It was only beaten out by Changbo's Meteor for the number 1 spot. It was the 9th best performed single of 2020 on Gaon's year-end digital charts, an extremely rare achievement for a song that was released at the end of the previous year. It received platinum certification from KMCA for exceeding 100 million streams in South Korea. It peaked at #1 on the US World Digital Charts, making it the group's second song to do so, and tying Red Velvet with 2NE1 for the most top 10 entries by a South Korean girl group on the chart at the time. The ReVe Festival finale became their third album that year to hit #1 on the US iTunes album chart, making Red Velvet the only girl group in history to achieve the feat.
Oh, interesting. Didn't know that.
It also achieved a Melon Roof hit, which is where a song's real-time unique listeners temporarily max out on the charts. The only other songs to achieve this are IU's 8 and Zico's Any Song. Red Velvet was also the only girl group to achieve a real-time all-kill in 2019. We're not done with the accolades for Psycho. We got plenty more to go. The song received a total of 9 music show wins, receiving a Triple Crown achievement on all 3 major broadcasting shows. So Music Bank, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo. At the end of the year award, Psycho won the Day Song at the SOBA 2020, Best Digital Song at the Golden Disc Awards 2021, and Best Overseas Music Video at the Asian Pop Music Awards. So that's a lot of success for one single song, especially
for one song.
To be released towards the end of the year. Also, again, because some of y'all are fake, you didn't like the previous title track. So to make that comeback and then destroy the charts, like literally to receive an award to where we can't even keep track of how many people are actually listening to this song.
Right, exactly.
Following the massive success of the ReVe Festival project, the group focused on individual activities. Iranian Solgi debuted as the group's first subunit, Iranian Solgi, with their single Monster, which, don't get me started on Iranian Solgi as a subunit, like, child.
That's a whole different episode.
Literally, we're going to do solos and subunits for some of these groups. Wendy released her first solo album, Like Water, and Joy released hers entitled Hello, which was a remake of 90s pop songs.
Yes.
In 2021, the group would resume group activities with their 6th EP, Queendom. If Psycho was their ultimate Velvet, then Queendom can be seen as their ultimate Red track. The song is a bright and fun electronic club track that is much lighter than the previous hit, Psycho. While Psycho dealt with the feelings of a dysfunctional relationship, Queendom focused more on the messages of positivity and empowerment. It highlights everyone's unique difference and how this is what makes the world so beautiful. Its core message is that we are kings and queens of our own lives and can get through anything while united. The music videos also a stark difference from Psycho. While Psycho was darker with more gothic and dated concepts, Queendom is blindingly bright with pastel colors. The video focuses on a world of magic as the girls run a delivery service. The video pays homage to projects such as Kiki's Delivery Service and even possibly Cardcaptor Sakura, with the pink magical circle that dominates one of the corridors. I love Queendom. This is my favorite song by all of Red Velvet. But this is the dumbest album design that has ever come out. I'm not going to go get the album because it's in a box. But the album is literally this big.
Massive. Literally like a photo album massive. That's crazy.
And I'm over here like, I remember telling Anne a couple months ago, past TJ, why did you think this was a good idea? Like, anyways.
I love how they have different jobs too.
Different titles.
Different titles.
And I also kind of like the homage to Yeri joining the group late because she's coming in for like as a job interview.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can teleport like that, what do you need a motorcycle for?
Aesthetic, duh. Don't question how and why people apparate.
Like, I don't like this. I'm gonna get myself into.
I do also kind of like the choices to do things with like the throwbacks to like Harry Potter and stuff of like the quills, the wand and stuff like that.
Right.
Because in Pottermore lore, the reason that British wizards and American wizards use wands is because they have trouble channeling their magic, unlike the ones in Africa and Japan and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I also love this Alice in Wonderland concept.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. SM got better with the whole CGI thing here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Here comes Wendy.
Right. Every time I think of Queendom, I just put Wendy in that purple outfit. That's like her icon, like outfit for this concept.
I agree. But also her being able to hold that note and change the key while doing choreography, that's impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that song so much too.
I do too. Not that Red Velvet didn't have masterpieces beforehand, but definitely later Red Velvet, I feel, was definitely peak.
Yeah, because the more they grow and all that stuff.
Yeah.
As the years progress, yeah.
I also love how inclusive that song is because it's, it includes the kings and queens because being a male K-pop stan can be hard. I've gone on that rant before. And I also love the line, the new color is called All Together.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that song. And I also feel like that's almost an LGBT power anthem too. Like I feel like it should be up there with Brand New World, as well as I know Luna has a song that's very big in the LGBT community as well. Queendom would go on to win the group's 7 music show wins, Top 20 Albums of the Year at the Asian Pop Music Awards, and Circle Chart Music Awards Artist of the Year, August 2021. Following the success of Queendom, Red Velvet released the Rev Festival 2022 Feel My Rhythm and the Rev Festival 2022 Birthday. These would also peak at number 1 and 2 respectively in Korea. I don't remember Birthday coming out.
You know what? I was about to say, I don't remember that either. But also, that was literally my wedding year, so it was a blur.
Valid, but also, I don't remember that. I own the album, and I got it on sale. I think K-Town For You was during their end of the year sale, and it was like $2. But back when we were buying all the stuff, like the chocolate and all that, because it was super, super cheap, it just came out. I remember being like, oh, when did Red Velvet release something new?
Don't think there was much promos. Unless there was promos, we totally missed it.
Not that I remember. See, your wedding year, so that would have also been the year I started getting into 17. So maybe it was a blur and I missed it.
There's a lot of things happening. Oh, Monster X was touring that year too. So
okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, I remember that because Shonu enlisted, but then they're like, oh, but we have a world tour, and then you focus on that. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't think there were a lot of promotion, but it makes sense why we, as Revelevs, kind of missed it.
Yeah, right, exactly. But again, I really don't remember any promos because usually, Instagram will pop up something, right?
Yeah.
But I don't remember seeing anything at all.
During this time, Seulgi would release her first solo album entitled 28 Reasons. In 2023, Revelevs would be treated to Red Velvet's third full-length album, Chill Kill. I remember this one.
I remember this one too, yeah.
This is when they started introducing bag versions, and those things sold out like hotcakes.
Yes.
And it was also, I think, the first time where you could actually get member-specific albums, because I'm pretty sure I have the Irene version of the album without it being a jewel case or like compact.
Yeah, like an actual full album. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The album would rise to #1 on the Circle album chart, becoming Red Velvet's 13th consecutive #1 album on the chart. It would receive double platinum certification in South Korea. Now the fun stuff. Following the release of Chill Kill, Reveloves would start speaking out about SM's treatment towards the group. In mid-2023, fans set protest trucks to SM Entertainment's building demanding better treatment. This would be around the time when protest trucks would start becoming a trend.
Yes.
They cited a lack of group comebacks and poor restocking of older albums, which SM is garbage at. Like, that's the one thing that sucks about getting into a group late, especially if you're an SM fan.
Yeah.
Red Velvet albums are printed like once, and they are so expensive to get.
Mm-hmm.
For perspective, aespa had 5 comebacks between 2022 and 2024. And every single NCT unit had 2 to 3 comebacks during the same time.
I remember that, yeah.
Another complaint from Reveloves was the lack of promotion for their 10th anniversary, which would hit August 1st, 2024. Fans stated that SM did the absolute bare minimum for one of their longest continuously running groups.
Mm-hmm.
Joy took to Bubble to address the concerns of the fans, saying, "Why are they treating our 10th anniversary so lightly? If you want to shout, of course, I give you permission." Wendy, on the other hand, asked fans to step down, saying, "No more trucks, no more emails. It's been 10 years for us. We can handle it. We have some power." Cosmic was finally released on June 24, 2024. It was not only Red Velvet's 11th album, but also marked the group's 10th anniversary. The release, however, was not met with positive reactions. The album itself was released on June 24, 2024 at 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time. The music video, though, was released later that day. SM stated that the delay was for post-production work to improve its qualities. Fans were outraged by both the delay and the lack of care SM took for such a major comeback. During the same discussion that Joy had about the company's lack of promotions, she also stated that the company refused to listen to any of their ideas. They were unhappy with the music video and tried to give input on it, but SM wasn't interested in their ideas. Joy even said that she stayed up late at night and made a PowerPoint presentation and went to present it. Again, SM was not interested.
Yeah, that sucks.
So think about it.
They're on their biggest groups.
One of your biggest groups. You literally your longest continuously running group, because SHINee had their hiatus with the passing of Pyongyang. They had to enlist. Yeah. Girls' Generation got older and moved on to other projects.
Right. And Super Junior also was going through that time of not promoting because military too. Same with EXO. And then all their lawsuits and whatnot.
Yeah.
FX just died.
Yeah, pretty much. Amber Lou went back home and said, "Peace." But let's take into consideration all the groups that had 10th anniversaries this year. Monsta X, they had pop-ups. The boys actually showed up at the pop-ups and they worked. They are still doing fan signs and projects for the X. They had another movie release, which was so good. And then 17, 17 went all out. Full-length album, the performance on the Han River, another tour,
for sure.
And I kind of forgot that it was Red Velvet's 10th anniversary because there was nothing about it. And they debuted before those other two groups.
Yeah, I don't even remember them releasing Cosmic. I'm going to be very honest. I was so hung up on Queendom, and then later Cosmic came out. I was like, oh, that happened? There was no word of it, no talks, other than knowing from you that it was their 10th anniversary. I was like, I don't even know if they did anything for their 10th anniversary. So.
It's so sad.
Oh, so sad.
I hope that person's okay.
Yeah, no, really. It's a little late to swing that flag to show where to land.
She was too busy serving face.
This is giving me what's that movie, that psychological movie?
I know what you're thinking of, and I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head.
Midsummer?
Midsummer, yeah.
Yes, it's giving me that vibe.
I think that's the vibe they were going for, if I remember.
Okay, well, again, didn't know this was released, didn't even see this music video, so this is all new to me. I know this chorus.
I'm sorry, but that star-shaped nail just made my nails hurt. I was like, oh no. Alright, look here, person. You fell from the sky. We're rescued by this weird hippie group, and then you're gonna go start searching around? Have you never seen a horror movie? Like,
literally.
Don't open the door!
Red. Especially when they're dressed up in red like that. Don't do it.
Yeah, see, and now you have to run.
There we go. I'm so sorry, I thought to say gay.
I think the term is zesty.
Fruity? Yeah, this is really giving like Midsummer movie vibes.
The deadpans again.
Run, can't escape, yeah.
Also, I like that it's Sogi that got up and chased after them. Like, you're dead. Like, if Sogi's after me,
That's it. She always puts her mind into things, man.
This is also giving me that Bob's Burger Halloween episode where they go to the old-timey apple picking farm or whatever,
Yes, I
and
remember
Louise
that,
thinks she's gonna be burned at the stake.
Yeah. Oh, that was her running through a glass, like stealing glass.
I hope they got that in one take, because that dress is gonna destroy that dress.
For real. Unless that's their like last take, you know, after all the other scenes.
Could you imagine the director be like, oh, let's get another one, and Sogi being like, I'm green all from my neck down, what do you mean?
Yeah, right? Can we CGI this?
Y'all are so good at it.
Time AI would be out, so can we AI this? Yeah, compared to Queendom, it's not as... It doesn't have that effect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hyped up.
It's a good song, but it doesn't just grab you and, you know, have the earworm thing, and like you said, it hypes you up like cosmic. And I'm sure it was intentional with the dead painting and all that, but there are a lot of shots where the girls do not look like they're enjoying themselves.
For sure. It's like they're going through the motions. That's all they're doing. They're just going through the motions. Yeah.
Which kind of makes it weird when you see them being euphoric. It's like, oh, you guys are definitely acting. Thank God all of you have been in a drama at some point.
For sure. For sure.
Which, technically on topic, can we talk about the fact that one of the hottest K-drama actors actually was the bodyguard of Irene before he became famous?
I know, right? Isn't it hilarious? You're just like, okay, sure. Just
like,
up all that sense.
I mean, it works out. Think of all the people who are like looking at like ATEEZ's manager and stuff like that. Like, you may become an actor too at some point with your looks.
And I mean, for sure, just idol groups, bodyguards sometimes get more attention. Like, I use bodyguard; it's very iconic. BTS's bodyguard has their own like fan group type thing.
Bang Chan's American one.
Yeah, Bang Chan's American one. And hey, I even did a fan cam of 17 bodyguard.
That's right. Off topic, but on topic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Between the period of Chill Kill and Cosmic contract renewals became a hot topic of discussion. While many groups announced their renewals at the same time, or shortly one after another, Red Velvet's announcements were very staggered. Seulgi was the first to renew in August of 2023 before the release of Chill Kill. Irene followed suit 6 months later in February. 11 months later, Joy also renewed her contract. Initial reports in September 2024 stated that she was exploring other options, particularly with regards to acting, but decided to stay with SM. Wendy and Yeri, on the other hand, announced that their exclusive contracts had concluded and that they would not be renewing with the agency. Despite this, both members assured fans that they would continue with Red Velvet, but would seek other agency for solo projects. Which, did you guys know that Wendy was touring in America 6 months ago? Because I sure as hell didn't.
No, I didn't until I saw those TikToks where she was like, Buc-ee's? What's a Buc-ee's? And I was like, she was in Texas?
Yeah.
I would have been there.
It was in Sugarland, girl. You would. It's pretty far away.
It don't matter. She might buy us. No, I wouldn't be able to. I think it was on a weekend anyway, so I wouldn't be able to.
Well, it's during the holiday season, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wasn't it like around Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm. It was in November, I
with
believe.
SF9 stuff then. That's why.
Yeah.
Well.
Now, it should be noted that Wendy and Yeri did not participate in SM Town Live 2024, and Yeri only performed at the Seoul shows. Both were absent for dates in Mexico City, LA, and London. So I actually watched that one. Mm-hmm. And it was weird to see them come out and perform without those two.
Yeah, it was just like 3 of them, right? Like
yes, and they did, I think Bad Boy, I could be wrong, and then Run Devil Run, which
I remember I sent you the Run Devil Run because I was like,
yeah,
I remember that.
Well, Red Velvet has not released another album since June of 2024. The group has continued to remain busy. Irene released her first mini album, Like a Flower, on November 26, 2024. Again, had no idea that had happened.
Right.
Just somebody had mentioned it, and I'm like, how did I not know that my bias released a solo album?
For sure.
Which is very pretty. It comes with like that silver mirror that everyone is seeking.
Yeah.
Seulgi released her second solo album, Accidentally on Purpose, on March 10th, 2025. Their subunit would make a return in May 2025 with their second mini album, Tilt, immediately followed by their first tour, Balance. Again, I'm not going to go into it, but Tilt, SS rank.
So good.
Wendy would release her third solo album, Cerulean Verge, along with her own solo world tour. Again, somehow missed that.
Mm-hmm.
And Joy would also release her second solo album, From Joy, August 2025. The history of Red Velvet is not merely a record of commercial success, but a narrative of artistic evolution, resilience, and cultural diplomacy. From their initial controversial and rushed debut in 2014, coupled with the period of public scrutiny following the sudden addition of Yeri, the group navigated a difficult start that ultimately forged their unique strength. They overcame the immense pressure of the SM legacy by choosing innovation over imitation, fully committing to their signature red, quirky pop, and velvet sophisticated R&B duality. This conceptual framework allowed them to constantly push K-pop boundaries, yielding masterworks like Bad Boy and Psycho, and establishing them as the industry's undisputed concept queens. This commitment to high-quality, genre-bending music made them critical darlings and set the stage for their highest honor. Their definitive moment, which earned them the title of the nation's pride, came in 2018 when they served as cultural ambassadors during the historic performance in Pyongyang, elevating them beyond K-pop stars to symbols of inner Korean soft power and national representation. Red Velvet's legacy is ultimately one of quiet revolution. They taught the industry that longevity comes not from chasing trends, but from relentlessly embracing unique artistry, proving that true power lies in consistency, complexity, and the tireless dedication to their craft. So I think that is why we are starting to see more and more groups pass the 7-year curse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fandom has a lot to do with it, because let's be real, in any normal situation, Blackpink would not have lasted this long. You cannot release something once every 2 to 3 years and still have a job.
Right, and just this huge following and fandom. I mean, they're still on tour. I think they're almost on their last leg for the Asia tour stops, I believe.
I think so, because they're supposed to be releasing an album this month.
Well, We will see about that. We will see.
We'll see if deadline hits the deadline.
Yeah. Right.
But like, as a lot of these groups that have lasted this long, I think it's because they find their sound.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you listen to a Monsta X song, you know what to expect from a Monsta X song.
For sure.
You listen to Mamamoo, you know exactly what Mamamoo is going to provide. It's either going to be mature or it's going to be something that's got a cultural significance.
Right.
Red Velvet, I think, is the ultimate group when it comes to duality, because they could have been Twice, they could have been Girls' Generation, they could have been Blackpink, but they're like, no, we are so talented that we are going to switch back and forth. Literally every comeback, you would get quirky, poppy, Queendom, and then you would flip over to darker songs like Bad Boy, Peekaboo, and things like that. And there aren't a lot of groups that can do that.
Right, exactly.
Because, I mean, I'm sorry, if Twice came out with a song that was about chasing this bad boy, and or Peekaboo, which has them murdering a whole bunch of delivery boys, like, I would be like, what am I watching? Like,
right, exactly.
Whereas Red Velvet, when they are treated properly, which we have noticed SM has not treated them properly. SM is also not very good at protecting their artists. I'm not going to go into Key's current situation. But when they were the main focus of SM, before aespa, before NCT, they were releasing hits. They are still releasing hits, I'm not saying. But they were well known. Like, how come the Red Velvet movie did not come to America?
Yeah, like, that's the weird part too. Like, for Highlight, I totally understand. Like, no one in the US, I think, understands who Highlight is unless you're like an OG Beast fan. And that even then was way before then of the popularity of, you know, K-pop becoming popular. So I understand Highlights, but the fact that Red Velvet didn't have it is crazy. And they're like under SM, the big three, well, technically big four now, companies. So why are they not releasing it?
And what makes even less sense is it was the same company that released IU's movie in America.
Yeah, for sure.
But the same company failed to bring one of the top girl groups in the industry here.
Yeah, confusing.
I will say being a Rebel Love is difficult because you have, like I said, you have such a really talented group. They have done so much, not only internationally, but like what they've done for their country alone.
Yeah.
And they're under a company that clearly doesn't care, which you would think between TVXQ, Pyongyang taking his life, so on, and all the other, EXO suing everybody, you know, that they would be more mindful of that. But I think we're starting to see the point where idols are now getting their own, they're breaking out of the Stockholm Syndrome and they're starting to venture out. So, like, SHINee just had their contract renewals come up. Only Minho and Key stayed behind for their solo projects.
Right.
Unfortunately, Taemin signed with a really crappy company, but we're not going to get into that.
That's another thing. Yeah, right. That's another thing,
But we're seeing it with Red Velvet. Like, Red Velvet is your two probably most popular members left.
Yeah.
To go do solo work elsewhere. And I guess to me, from someone who is coming in late, the fact that they're now trying to circle around and focus more on Super Junior, I'm like, they ruined their careers. They had their legacy. Like, you forgot to disband them. Just clearly they don't need your help. And it's sad to see while doing the research for this that Red Velvet was used as a scapegoat for so many scandals, which is what led to so many things just happening and everyone being like, wait, what do you mean that this is happening? What do you mean there's a brand new girl group coming out? What do you mean you released a video that had videos of 9/11 in it? Like,
right, yeah.
So I am sad that three of them decided to stay with SM, but I get it. I mean, TVXQ stayed for a reason. You know, and Jangmin stayed for a reason. So clearly they are providing something, but I don't think personally from the fan side that it's enough. But I have to trust their judgment. So hopefully we'll get something soon. Hopefully SM doesn't pull a Fantagio and just keep them off to the side. And granted, Astro's situation is different because it's hard to come back when you lose two members and one in a tragic way. But hopefully SM will actually not try to be like, well, Yeri and Wendy left, so we'll just keep making money off of y'all subunits, and eventually people will lose track or interest in Red Velvet, which I don't think is ever going to happen. Like,
I don't think so either. But I mean, it's an interesting pattern because the way that Red Velvet is now, when we get back to the second gen of my TED Talks and everything, you're going to realize that FX has pretty much gone through almost the same thing, not as bad as Red Velvet, as using their comebacks as cover-ups for all these scandals, that sort of thing.
right.
FX just kind of like died out, and I'll discuss this more in detail for FX, but Amber tried her best in promoting it so much, but then it's like they did not renew contracts, they kind of like died out, and then, you know, Sully passing. It's just so many things that kind of add up to it. But it's the same thing as Astro, right? It's hard to come back as, well, for FX, 4 members, right? After Sully sadly passed away. And then you're just like, well, what can you do? And then you're stuck with this cloud of like doom, in a sense, of like,
Right.
how can we continue on with only just 4 members when we're supposed to be 5? And then again, SM just having this pattern of, I just don't know what their contracts are for, so that's so good for TVXQ to stay, Minho and Key to stay. Like, I would love to see these contracts to see what's going on. And Taeyang too. Like, I want to see these contracts and figure out what's making them stay. But the fact that the reason why TVXQ, Super Junior, partial of Girls' Generation, partial of Shiny, the OGs, or not OGs, but you know, like the older OGs.
Well, the OG is leaving. Boa is leaving.
Yeah, Boa's leaving. The fact that Boa even stayed for that long, but the fact that Boa even helped this Hallyu wave of breaking out into the Japan market helped a lot, which I understand why maybe she stayed, because maybe they, you know, fixed the contract to where it's in her favor a little bit more.
Right.
Which is the reason why I think why these members of the second gen groups have also stayed, because they tweaked the contracts to where it's almost in their favor. Whereas like for like maybe like Red Velvet, EXO, like they just got the burnt end of the stick where it's not as good. It's good for some members, but it's not good for all the members.
Right.
Hence why the Chinese members had to leave, except for Lei. I don't know what, they probably did this thing. This is my theory for EXO, for the Chinese members, if we ever do an EXO episode, is that first of all, Chris Wu sued, which totally understandable. Then Luhan and Tao also sued, which again, understandable. But after these 3 filed for, you know, monetary issues and all those other things, we were like, oh, Lei's going to be the next one. He's like the last 4th Chinese member in EXO. And he stayed. And everyone's like, why is that? I think right after those 3 lawsuits, they're like, crap, we need to readjust his contract.
Right.
To make him stay, and that's why Lei stayed. But Lei is so big in China. He just had that Bird Stadium concert that's like 3 hours long or whatever, and it's beautiful. It's majestic. I'm like, you have your own company. Why do you need SM? So I was just like, that makes no sense whatsoever. Oh,
Right.
We will never know. I just want to see these contracts, damn it.
Key, if you're listening, if you would like to be on the show and explain some things, maybe when your contract is over, once Anne stops screaming at you.
He would drop some tea. I'll feed you sushi. Oh my god, I'll give you the good stuff.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this historical deep dive into Red Velvet. I knew this episode was going to be long, but I didn't realize how long it was going to be.
Right.
It's interesting to go. It's interesting and sad to go back and see like what this group has had to overcome.
For sure, even from the very beginning, it's like
from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Being used to cover up current scandals going on, and I'm hoping that SM will get their heads out of their asses and start treating them better. I mean,
fingers crossed.
They currently have the longest running boy group in the industry with TVXQ, and like now, granted, Changmin's getting popular again for the weirdest reasons with his foot photo card, but you know. I mean, just released a solo album. Yes. So did Minho. Like, we have things coming out. So
yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, maybe they'll take a back seat from NCT and aespa and focus on Red Velvet a little more. I meant to share it in the video, but I did mean to bring up the fact that Birthday was also released around the NCT scandal that we're not going to discuss. So my theory is that it was released before it was supposed to. because of that scandal that happened, and they needed to divert attention away from their company again.
But also, I'm business side, it probably has to do with stocks too. Because anytime Blackpink had a quote unquote scandal with their members, YG stock would plummet. It's the same thing with SM. So they're hoping like to up, sales and everything, so their stocks won't take a bigger hit. So business wise, I get it. Terrible though, but yeah. So
and honestly, if you're like not to be that person, but if you're going to sacrifice a group every time you have a scandal, at least rotate who's getting sacrificed. Like,
why is it always to be them?
I have a feeling that Seulgi's just going to walk into the SM building one day, kick open the CEO's door, and be like, "Quit! Look, go pick on Asma for a little bit. Like, we've done our time."
For sure. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a great episode. Glad we finally dived into the history of Red Velvet, your one of your old groups and everything. So
yes, it was a lot of fun. We've got a lot coming up. I'm not going to spoil anything, but one of our upcoming videos will probably include a 20-minute video of Anne crying and screaming about the experience that she got to actually have with the group being featured. So that's going to be fun.
Look forward to that. But yeah, third season would be very, very good. So here's to a whole new year.
Yes. All right. I'm excited. But thank you for sticking with us again, Jims. Thank you again. I'm looking at Studio right now. Mamamoo's already at 227 views since we started the video. So it's definitely going to beat TVXQ.
Well deserved, but I do love my TVXQ voice.
Right. So I'm interested to see what Red Velvet is going to do. So thank you for joining us. Anne has to get to H Mart to go buy radishes, and I actually have to get ready to go celebrate my birthday. So thank you for celebrating my special day with me. Anne's is coming up in a couple of weeks, so we'll celebrate with her next time.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. All right. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.